Again, it's horrible. It's the bad garbage that I mentioned.
Is
Brokey.
there a is there a Thor analog?
Roar. Yeah.
Bror.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I was
His
expecting
hammer,
brother.
Brawlnir, his hammer, it's
Brawlnir?
Oh,
on one end is a bottle
damn.
opener.
How do you think about that, Rama? Brothor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works on
He has
many
hammer.
levels.
Yeah, to lift Brawlnir, you have to be the sickest bro. And again, it's a bottle opener, so it's pretty great.
It's a
So
bottle
we'll make
opener.
a paladin of Brothor, a Bror.
Brothor is a better name. There was a there was a battle of the bands. Like it was fucking stupid. The worst thing. And all the Jotuns were nerds. They were like they went to law school and they were a bunch of giants in suits that ate cucumber sandwiches.
Oh man,
Okay.
that's pretty funny.
Let's yeah. So damn.
Well, that was really good though. I was just saying how in Pathfinder that would take 4.5 hours of nonsense. And like it's like I mean I'm sure you guys had to spend a long time working on the custom move, but like it's still like it made a lot of sense, told a good story, and we rolled some dice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All the basics covered.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think the Inga Batrani definitely gather all of you up. One of you is just a coin.
You know, the Sunhawks are there too.
Well, I think they were ran off.
Yeah.
Is the yeah.
Since the Inga Batrani got their goal, they do capture the city. I was almost certain. I wasn't sure who Elman was going to attack, but I was actually about 70-30 that he was going to deliver a killing blow to the Duke.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
But my 30% was that he was going to attack the Mistero, right? But
I
yeah.
was like 10%. Maybe he'll just kill Mog. Like, fuck this guy.
It's like I don't even know this cat.
No, Duke didn't even cross my mind.
So the Duke survived all that. He was like
If
almost.
I recall, he
Yeah.
was facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he was
So he
held,
was like-
right? He was held like.
He was almost inside the house when they enchanted him, right? Yeah. So wow, amazing. So and they still have the Chul. The Chul is still there, roaming the grounds, right? So the Sunhawks probably are in the city, outside of the estate grounds, but they haven't been able to assault the place. There are still a lot of Inga Batrani. I think a lot of them died, obviously, in the fighting. But I think there's still like a medium-sized army, right? There were two medium-sized army when you summoned the second half with the coin. So roughly the equivalent of one whole group of them aided. So there's still quite a few soldiers, and of course their big monster, and of course they have the Duke hostage now. So that's how they take hold of the city. It's going to be a few days before you all come to. One of you was broken, and one of you was golden browned. So
What's it like being inside the coin? Like, is it just dark and I'm just like,
It's cramped.
It's two-dimensional.
it's a phantom zone?
Yeah, it's kind of a phantom zone. I don't think you don't really have a concept of time passing, and it could have been 1,000 years. It could have been a day. You don't feel like tired. You're not a part of the regular cycle of time. It's sort of a void darkness. Above the table, it's a different plane of existence, but it's a tiny plane of existence created just to store people in a coin, right? So that they can jump out. You're not on like the plane of shadows or anything. but it's maybe something like that.
It's a good thing I found that in a pile of trash in the sewer. Otherwise, those guys would have been there forever.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
right. You saved a lot of
Those guys
lives
were
today,
fucked.
Mog. A lot of lives.
Maybe they will want to return the favor. But okay, cool.
We're gonna start though with Ravelt and Elman. So you guys, I mean, we're not gonna say mark every fucking ability, but you guys are messed up. And the Mysteros have been coming in, like, tending to your wounds. And Elman, obviously, you felt your tie to the Black Annis weakened. You are certain that if she was at her real strength, she would have just snatched away your soul for failing her. I don't know if you've already applied our changes to the compendium to your character.
Yeah. Not the spells. Have it chosen.
So one of the changes was that instead of 3 spheres in schools, you just have the 1.
Yeah.
You can take an advanced move to get another, obviously. We could deal with your questions and stuff later. It shouldn't play too heavy right now. I know it's a big fucking change to your character and stuff, so I'm not gonna put you under the gun for that right now.
Okay.
So some time has passed. The Mysteros, obviously, they can work some healing. They don't have healing magic, but they can do summoning. Maybe summon something that heals you. Yeah, they summon a... what kind of creature do they summon that heals you?
It's another Chul. He's dressed like a nurse.
He's on the head.
Maybe Dr. Zoidberg?
Dr. Zoidberg, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm not hearing not Zoidberg. You must remove the head immediately. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, enough.
I'm trying to, like, what in the deep would be a healing kind of creature? Like, some sort of
I'm gonna make it gross.
squid lichen something?
A squid lichen.
Like leeches? Leeches are associated with healing that's ineffective in reality.
Right.
Please summon a chaos ooze that just happens to heal.
I think it's sort of like it's like a sort of snail. That just hangs on your wall, right? And maybe they've fashioned. So you guys are locked up in like cells, somewhere on the grounds. There's a little gowl or something beneath the mansion, the mayor's grounds, and they're on the sort of rough brick walls of the place outside of your cells. Both of you are like bedridden, and the Duke is in a cell nearby you for a few days. You can hear him screaming every now and then. But also every now and then, crawling across the walls, you see these snails. And the Ingapatrani probably bring in like buckets of like water, or water mixed with sort of like green mossy stuff, that they sort of like splash on the walls and splash on the snail directly. And as the snail moves around, I think they gather slime. Yeah, it's definitely snail slime that they are fashioning into healing salves for your burnt bodies. It's not going to remove your loss of stat points, but you aren't going to die from infection and such. I'm trying to decide during my explanation which one of you gets to your feet first, and I for the life of me can't decide which one of you is broken worse.
We can roll.
We could roll.
Sure, that's a good idea. How about you both roll? Both of you roll plus Constitution. It's not really a move, so a failure doesn't really mean anything.
Oh, okay.
I mean, honestly, that's about what I figured.
Yeah.
Ravelt's you're both fucking destroyed. Ravelt's a little bit better because he's not covered in like demon blood.
You figure demon blood will help, but no. It's actually worse.
Yeah. So, Ravelt, you're on your feet a little bit before Smirking Elman. You're not full health. It's still very painful, but you're able to move around a little bit, slowly hobbling.
Okay. Well, this might be important. Does the amount of time I've been asleep, I guess if I'm not full health, it doesn't count as rest or anything, right? So my luck is still 0?
I mean, they've been feeding you and stuff, but yeah, I don't think it's rest. You're so badly injured, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Good. Yeah, alright. I wake up first and, there's confusion, and I guess like I go to move and it hurts a lot, especially considering my marble carapace broke off too.
Mm-hmm.
What's the state of me? Am I a mummy?
Yeah, you're definitely like wrapped up in a lot of bandages. Yeah, I could make it weirder, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Yeah, you're definitely in like a lot of bandages and stuff. You're not really wearing any clothes. It's pretty much just bandages. Maybe you have like a really thin robe on that's just to cover your shame.
Sure.
And yeah, as you move, you kind of have to lean up against a wall if you get up and walk, and it's still pretty painful.
Yeah, I definitely like force myself to like sit up at least and look around. Like if I'm in a cell, I guess I see Elman still unconscious, or maybe I don't like an equally in a body cast or something.
I think it's fine for you guys to be like across from each other, so you can like look right at him through the bars.
Yeah. Okay. I try to like crane my head to like see anybody else. Like, do I see my hirelings?
Sure, yeah, you can see at an angle, and you don't see them right away, but you see other cells, other doors.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I guess I just sort of slump down, and I'm sure it's like a haze. I'm trying to remember everything that happened, and then just sort of like, I don't know, I'm like really torn up, right? Because what the Skinner's doing to them is bad, but these guys are fucking awful. So yeah, I think I just sit there kind of in deep contemplation of what is right and all of that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you hear a voice then from behind you. It says, Ravelt! Ravelt!
Yeah. I crane my head and look and like wince a lot because who is it?
It's Emily de Poitiers.
Okay.
She says, they let me take a look at you. I didn't think that you'd be up. You should probably be lying down still.
Yeah, just and like, just kind of grabbing my chest a lot. Just, yeah, probably. And I kind of like look her over. Does she look okay?
Yeah, she looks fine.
Okay. All right. Just how are the others?
Yeah, you probably hear Bradley at least say, I'm alive. And I don't know what Tiny Chocolate Fun is like. He jingles a bell. Or something.
Okay. No, I like that.
Fucking Christmas
Good enough.
gremlin. Yeah. Hollis maybe calls out, just waiting for the plan. What's the plan?
Yeah, I say, right now we just have to wait. The hand. That wasn't my imagination, right?
Yeah, she says, Emily, she says, I've heard them talking. It's still in the sky.
That'll bring help, I'm sure. We'll have to take your time. They won't keep this city.
Yeah. She says, what about the Skinner?
We'll have to take care of him too. And like as I breathe, I'm like it's very like kind of shaky, I guess. Just there's no right here. They're awful, but so is he. We need to do both. Yeah, I guess I say, I know they're not dark-hearted by nature. I think they're desperate. It's not an excuse. But, the others who are being attacked, we have to help them.
Okay, so I think a door opens. You hear a heavy door sort of clunk open. And footsteps come walking by. And they stop behind, or stop in front of your bars where you're leaning there. And a couple of these Inga Petrani look down at you. They turn up the way and they say, when did he awaken?
Just, I'll land a few minutes ago.
Says, can you move?
Barely.
Yeah, he turns to his, there's a couple of them, right? And he says, run and tell them. And the guy runs off, and this guy opens up the cell and starts coming in. Gets you on the bed again.
Mm-hmm. There's some horrible grunting and like I'm holding back screams.
Yeah, as he says, yeah, he's just sort of looking you over for a second. He says, they're going to want to speak to you.
Is this Hagor or is this someone else?
No, this is some other guy.
Okay, just who's they?
He says, he says the mayor and the Mysteros.
Yeah, just kind of nod and realize I made a mistake. And just sort of like lay back is fine.
So it's not too long before they come and gather you. I don't think they make you walk. I don't think there's a way you could walk. But I don't think they have a wheelchair. I think they put you on like a gurney, right? Or a stretcher, basically. And sort of carry you through some hallways, up some stairs, into what you recognize as the halls of the mayor's estate. The Duke. Why do I keep saying mayor? The Duke's estate. I guess they bring you into a bedroom. It's not like a big opulent bedroom. It's not the Duke's place, but every room in this place is pretty opulent. And they lay you down in the bed, like cover you over with blankets. And these two like dudes just leave you there for just walk out. And you're just sort of lying there for a few minutes when they finally some other people return. Yeah, it's those two Mysteroi and the mayor. Duke. Sure, and one of the first guy who got summoned, the Mystero, he says, "How do you feel?"
Like I just got out of an oven.
Well, considering it's only been a week, we're all very happy with your recovery.
Okay. And sort of just blink at him.
He looks around a second. We wanted to apologize first for what had to happen.
None of this had to happen.
He says, "I agree." He kind of looks over at the mayor a second. He says, "We've come to an agreement."
And this is actually Conbald. This
The
isn't
Duke.
like
The Duke, yes, Conbalt.
okay.
He's a
I'm just making sure they didn't like oh, this is the Duke now.
yeah. No, it's Duke Conbalt. Yeah.
Okay.
Or he looks like him.
I mean, there's that. He says, "We've come to an agreement that we're going to help take care of the Skinner directly."
Okay. And
Mystero says, You showed great power, Revolt. I know you're not happy with the situation. We had to take matters into our own hands. Not everything is about a moral stance. He says, we had to be brutally practical.
you didn't even give us time.
He says, there was no time. The Duke
It's been
was...
a week. Seems like you had plenty of time.
You saw the reaction of the Duke. He was going to have everyone arrested. He was not going to give up an ounce of power in order to... And the Duke starts, like, arguing. He says, well, you didn't know what I was going to do or not do. And Mysterio just sort of holds up a hand. And he's just like, stop.
Sleep.
The decision we've made is that the Duke has agreed to our deal. We shall attack the Skinner directly. His forces will ride. When everything is done and that creature is expelled, we will leave the city and negotiate from there.
Okay. And I guess like I turn my head to look at the Duke and then like back to him and just and what then? How do you really see this ending down the road?
He says, well, I don't see the future. Negotiations.
Well, I've got a pretty good idea. Yeah, I just sort of no, I don't elaborate. I don't elaborate to him.
Okay.
I got a pretty good idea.
He says, but we need your help, Revolt.
Just, okay, yeah, just I know. The first time you asked, you put me in a cage. I guess this is just normal, then.
Sure, he says. Well, once again, I may have ceded the moral high ground.
Just hold up my hand, just... I don't want to hear it.
But you can't argue with the truth.
Yeah, I'll help you get rid of the Skinner.
Good. And your friends?
Yeah, yeah, I say, I can't speak for them, but I believe they'll help.
He says, we'll give you some time. Elman is an issue also.
Yeah. Man.
That's a more complicated issue. He comes walking over to the side of your bed and pulls out a coin. And he kind of holds it up to his lips and whispers something, a language you don't really understand. And he puts it down on the table. And he says, let's start with someone more reasonable.
The barbarian? Is it the more reasonable person?
Okay.
He says, we'll leave you to it to speak in private.
Okay. Yeah, just, okay, yeah, I just blink at him, again, a little confused. I don't know that he got sucked into the coin, of course, just... Alright.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't
Sure.
pick them.
So, what they-
Yeah, he stops at the door like he's going to say something else, but he just doesn't. And they close the door. You hear it sort of ka-chunk lock.
yeah. So like, I stare at the coin for a bit, and then like I slowly reach for it, and like, I grab it, but like gripping is hard, and like I wind
Sure.
up dropping it. Damn it!
Yeah.
And, like I pull myself out of bed, like I hit the fucking ground, and like I think I don't flick it because that's not. I just like toss it, and like I toss it like to hope it spins.
Yeah, it flies like partway across the room till it's like right over a table or something. And it makes a full like revolution, and it like you hear the ringing sound. And I don't know, Mog is still sweaty, right? Time has basically frozen for you, and you've got your battle axe out, and I think you just sort of appear and like flop on a table, and then fall off the table and destroy a chair.
And then I'm in the room with Ravelled.
Yeah, he's sitting on a bed covered in bandages.
I'm on the ground. I fell off the bed.
Oh,
You're in the room with Spawn,
Reaching
dude.
for the coin, yeah.
He's straight up Spawn.
Yeah.
Oh God. You look terrible.
I'm
All
just
right.
like trying to like claw my way back
All right.
up. Just
I'll help him back into the bed.
Yeah.
It will probably not go well. And then I will ask him what happened and look around for that coin.
Yeah, it's on the table where you sort of flopped.
yeah.
Yoink.
Yeah. Yeah, so he looks fine, and that's good. And yeah, I'll, I relay the situation slowly and carefully so I don't hurt myself anymore. They've captured the city. They forced the Duke to agree to their demands. They're going to attack the Skinner directly, and they want my help and your help. But also, the hand is still in the sky.
Ah, that's weird.
Uh,
What's that about?
yeah.
I almost wanted Mog to be like, wait, whose hand?
Yeah.
Saw that hand. What's up with that?
Yeah. It's a holy a sign of divine power. And I point out
All of this, all your burns. It's one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah. Any of my order, if they see it, they should come running.
All right. So, but basically, the deal we had with the Duke, then we're gonna go fight the Skinner for them now. Same thing.
Yeah.
What's the pay like?
The greatest payment of all.
Sweet. Wait a minute. What do you think the greatest payment of all? Is it getting lit on fire?
That's Mog is learning. He's like, hang on. Define terms, please.
Yeah, I kind of just smile at him, and I chuckle, and it hurts me greatly. Yeah, and I think if you're like nearby, because I can't really like project very well.
Oh yeah, no, I'm okay.
Like I reach out and I put a hand on your shoulder, and it's like shaky and trembling, and just
It's so gross. So gross.
yeah, it's sticky. Justice, Mom. Justice.
Justice, Mog.
So like 500 gold? Like you're bad at negotiations. Let me handle this.
Okay.
All right, we'll do it. Someone will pay us. Presumably. I don't remember what the Duke was going to pay us. I'm sure Mog would. I don't.
It's like 50 coins.
Point.
It was like nothing.
Jesus.
Yeah. But that was to hunt down the Thieves Guild or whatever.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. This
Oh
would be
yeah,
a...
that's right. So
Yeah.
did the Duke pay us? We brought him the Thieves Guild. Like the whole guild. Like, I don't know about you, but I just spent an eternity not having sex with prostitutes and not getting drunk. It's I think it really helped.
I guess I'm just confused and just. If you want money, I'm sure you could talk to the Ingo Betrani.
All right, let's do it. So what happened with that demon prostitute and the guy who killed Sir Peach?
I don't know what happened to her. She isn't dead, I guess. I wouldn't imagine. He's locked up in a cell. They're thinking about what to do with him.
Hey, not near us though. Somewhere else.
In the basement.
Okay, but you have my sword.
Yeah, and I reach over again and like, it's almost like I'm slapping at you because, whatever. Thank you, Mark.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
I already did.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think your hirelings would all agree, at least to follow you,
Yeah.
because this is still kind of the same.
Yeah, and like, they're gonna leave the city when we're successful. So there's that. I mean, they should be punished because that was fucking bad. But yeah.
Tiny Chocolate Fun is a wild and crazy gremlin from Santa's workshop.
Yeah, he's a warrior. A very good burger.
If hurt, they bleed stuffing.
Bro,
They're all in jail cells. He's in like a little cardboard box.
make sure and put holes in it.
No, you gotta leave the packaging as it is. It loses all its trade value. So I think they bring all of your hirelings up. And you're all sort of in that room waiting around. And you probably get the sense that they're bringing him up there to be like, Ravelt needs to tell you about this thing, and also we don't want anybody else around when Elman wakes up.
Okay. Yeah. I relay.
What to do with Elman? So it's okay, Elman. It's, I don't know, sometime later. You're in and out of consciousness all the time, so maybe you had some dream where people took Ravelt away or whatever. Yeah. So at some point, Elman, you are awakened. There's a bell sound, like just a single silvery bell tone. and you're lying on a stone floor in a really dark room.
Hey,
And
par for the course.
yeah, and you wake up, you look around, and your body doesn't hurt. You're not covered in bandages. It's just you, Elman, as Elman. And you're lying in the middle of a circle, sort of drawn in a blue light around you. There's this big circle, and then there's like strange arcane symbols, and then a larger circle. You're lying in the middle of it, and at 4 points, like the 4 points around the circle, there are candles burning. And it's a large dark room, stone floor. You don't see anybody right away. But sort of out of the shadows, there comes that Mystero, whose blood you drink some of.
No.
And he comes up out of the shadows and stands just at the edge of the circle. He says, you should get to your feet.
Yeah, I just look at him.
And as he's talking to you, he starts like walking around this circle. Puts his well, he says we have a problem.
Just you and me, or
He says
it wasn't personal?
He definitely laughs. He says it felt awfully personal.
I guess I'm sorry then. Didn't mean to.
Which part didn't you mean?
The part where you survive and I lose. That wasn't planned.
He nods. He says, we can tell that you are diminished somewhat.
Yeah, look at myself. Like, I touch my mark. It's not a mask anymore, right?
I mean, what was it before?
It was like white solid eyes and black charred skin around them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not like a full thing on your face, no.
Okay. Yeah, I touch, I feel it. Like, looks like I lost something. But don't worry, it'll come back. Eventually.
He says, and that's what you want.
It doesn't matter if I want or not. It's not my choice. Not anymore. Am I naked?
No.
Okay.
No, and you've got, like, all your stuff on, right? This is like Elman walking around town dressed, right? He says, I don't know. She was nearly destroyed. He says, do you hear her? Does she speak to you?
Yeah, he stopped to think for a bit. Like, hello? Annis? No, she doesn't give a fuck. Sorry.
She says, if I were her, I would be very invested. You called her. You exposed her.
Yes. Are you going somewhere with this? See, you have me in your circle. Your little magic protection. What do you want? It's obvious you want something. I'm not dead yet, so
Yeah, he stops
I'm guessing
walking.
you want help.
He stops walking and just comes at the edge of the circle. He says, you say you don't have a choice. Maybe you do. And maybe we can help you. Maybe this time, she doesn't survive. Either way. If I were her, I'd be very, very angry. And if I were as dangerous as you claim she is, I would have already crushed you.
True enough, I guess. But you're not her. And here we are.
We'd be willing to sell services to you. We'll call it an exchange. We don't want your money. We want your work. Well, some parts of your work. Not others.
Nah, I get it.
We're happy to agree to it. We're practical people. Your friends, well, some of them have high-minded ideals.
Oh, which one?
That looks
I'm
great.
just kidding.
Bet looks great.
Of course, it's Crichton. The ideal of cowardice.
He says, his beacon is still in the sky. His people could be coming soon, or whatever it is. He could be biding his time, waiting to consume us all in fire and destroy everything. I don't know. He could be completely mad. But if you can speak reason into him, get him to agree to things, and work smartly, if you destroy that monster under the mines, we could reward you very handsomely. Or, if you prefer, at least let you loose to deal with your own problems yourself, as long as you don't bring them back here.
Huh, that's awfully kind. What kind of reward?
Well, it's a choice. The reward is help in dealing with your real problem. If you help us, we help you. If you prefer to go on living like this, then fine. The other option is to leave and never return. but we won't pursue you.
Well, I guess I did accept the job of killing the Skinner. And I wouldn't want my reputation tarnished.
No, no. No, of course not.
No, I'm a man of my word. I complete my jobs, and I'm just looking at him like when I say it.
He says, okay. We'll take you to see them then. Yeah, and like the candles go out all of a sudden, and you're in complete darkness. And you drift into sleep.
Okay.
Okay, let's take our second break then.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Cool.
5 minutes.